Hey guys, Josie here with Map Lumpia. I just want to thank you guys for joining me in my mukbang today. And I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm having for dinner. This is a roasted seaweed snack. And basically they're paper thin. And this comes from Korea. They make it in Korea. And what I have is this dish is actually inspired by one of my YouTubers. Her name is Mommy Tang, and she made this recipe up, and it's a non-meat recipe. So for all of you out there who are vegans or vegetarians, this is the perfect dish for you. So what it is I have rice as well as the potatoes that I shredded up, and I simmered them until they're soft. And then I also made a sauce for it, and it has green onions, gochugaru, which is a hot pepper paste, a Korean hot pepper paste, as well as some brown sugar and other spices. And right here I have, let's see, I have some kimchi. You can actually hear it sizzling because I just literally opened it right now. And today I will be drinking some Kroger peach sparkling water. So what Mommy Tang did was when she made a bowl of this dish for her, and she usually has like her kids in her mukbang. So her kids will, you know, be right beside her, and then they'll also eat with her. But she puts it in a bowl, and then she kind of mixes it all together, just like this. And it looked so good when I seen her YouTube video, and so I was like, oh, I gotta make this. See what it tastes like. So yeah, she mixes it up, and it basically looks like this. I'll show you. But when I seen it, I seen her make it, I was like, oh, this looks great, you know, looks delicious. And I love hot food, so this is like the perfect dish. Yeah, so basically what she did was she took a seaweed and she ate it with this. Oh wow, that is delicious. Mmm. You guys have to try this. Oh my god, this is so good. I love how the green onions taste. mixed in with the rice and the potatoes. It's really good. Come here. Oh no. Look, come here. So yeah, I went to go open the kimchi for the first time and it just splatted everywhere. So I just gotta wipe this up really quick. It's okay, that usually happens because of the fermentation. There's like this built up in the bottle. Let me start my laptop up here. And I kind of wanted to continue with my story from last week. Remember when I was telling you guys about that I had 2 meetings this week? Well, I'm still kind of waiting to do the second meeting, which is meeting with the Women's Business Center. I actually got an email from her today, and she told me that she just now started going over with my business, going over my business plan with Harry. Now Harry is the tech guy. He also works for SNAP Women's Business Center. He does more of the aspect of like, tech guy, which means that he takes care of the electronics and social media, that kind of thing for the Women's Business Center. And then Nicole, the boss of the Women's Business Center, she takes care of the paperwork, finalizing that kind of thing. She's pretty much the person that you go to when you want to turn in your business plan, because she goes over all this material with you. But first she has to review it, and so currently that's what she's doing to my business plan right now. Through the email that I received from her, she said that she's currently reviewing it at the moment, and that she will be contacting me, in the next couple days. So yeah, the first business meeting that I attended went pretty well, actually. I met 3 people that belong to the group and have been with this group for quite a while now. This group, it's called Spokane Politics. I was actually invited to this meeting from Evelyn, and she owns a business where they go around and do cleaning for homes and commercial properties. And I believe her and her husband own that business. But she had invited me to be a part of this group. And so I attended my first meeting yesterday, I believe. And so I met these three amazing people. You know, they were all very helpful. Especially, Jamie is her name. And she works for Coldwell Banker. And she is a real estate broker. And what's funny is, remember when I had all my business cards printed up for my boyfriend Jason? So they wanted me to bring it to this business meeting. And so each of them gave me their business cards. And so we kind of exchanged business cards. So that was really nice. But this is Jamie's business card. She's really sweet. And, you know, very interested in what I was doing. So if you guys need a real estate broker, I would definitely recommend her. Her name is Jamie. I don't know. Do you guys like kimchi? I love kimchi. It's like really good for you. In fact, I was thinking about making some kimchi here in the next week or two. And I wanted to share the recipe with you guys. This will be my third time making kimchi. I know the second time I made it, I was inspired in the recipe from Mang Chi. She is a Korean YouTuber, and her name is Mang Chi. It's spelled Maangchi. But I watched her video, and I just kind of put together a recipe of some videos that I had watched on YouTube. She mainly influenced me in the, you know, in the different spices and ingredients to use. I really liked her recipe, so I went ahead and used her recipe. But this time that I'll be making it, I got really inspired by Mommy Tang. She had the founder, CEO of Mother-in-Law's Kimchi, which originated from, I believe, New York City. She came to her YouTube channel show and personally showed her how to make the kimchi, you know, from, this was actually from an inspiration from her mother, who owned a restaurant. And, you know, she was saying how whenever she'd go visit her mother would always send her home with her homemade kimchi. And so in 2009, she decided she wanted to see where it will go. You know, she started a business off of her mom's recipe of kimchi that she grew up eating. So I thought that was pretty amazing. But yeah, basically when you're looking for inspiration, or when I look for inspiration for food to cook, you know, I usually I'll look on YouTube, and I'll get some of my books from culinary school and try and come up with a recipe that I think would taste good, you know. Because, I mean, that's really what all recipes are. They come from previous recipes of other people's creations. But I have also, since 2014, was my very first time working for the food industry, because that's when I started going to culinary school. And so I have gotten quite a bit of experience, because since then I have worked for 3 different places as a cook. I started out as a prep cook over at the Blackbird restaurant, and then I moved on and got a better opportunity with Gonzaga, Sodexo for Gonzaga. And I was a cook. My title there was Cook 1. And then just recently I had a job over at the Spokane Convention Center, and I was also a cook there. But having worked from all these places gave me all this ideas on, you know, on how to prepare like appetizers and using different spices for what you're trying to achieve, you know, whether you want it like based on different cultures, because each culture has their own unique spices, and so using different unique ingredients such as spices will give you a different type of taste. But yeah, my previous jobs in the restaurant industry, I got a lot of, you know, ideas and just different recipes, you know, from the previous chefs that work there. Some of them, that's their original recipe long before they started working there. It was already a part of the program, you know. But some of them, they incorporated their own ideas and recipes to create a new recipe for the establishment. You know, that's why they're called executive chefs, because that's their responsibility to create recipes that people will enjoy. Hmm. This sparkling water is really good. Have you guys tried this flavor? It's from Fred Meyer. It's really good. It's peach. You guys should try it if you get a chance. I'm telling you, it's really good. It goes really well with spicy foods because it has kind of like that sweet flavor to it, you know? But yeah, my son wanted he wanted steak for dinner, so he's currently upstairs having steak with rice. My dog's actually in the kitchen right now, waiting for his food. But yeah, another one of the sweet ladies that I met during the meeting recently was her name was Kimberly Shaw, and her husband is one of the co-founders and directors of this group that I belong to. They both own a company. It's called ITEX, and what they do is basically they present their business to other businesses, and it's basically you can barter different aspects of your business. You know, your service that you're providing or the product. You can barter it with other businesses in order to get more credibility, and basically it makes it to where it's affordable for for small businesses that are just starting out. This is what's called a bartering. On her business card, it's yeah, it says America's largest barter network. So that's what her and her husband do, and they started this business just a few years ago. And I guess her husband was in a meeting over in Oregon because they recently took over an account there. But he is more on the aspect of selling this account, and she's more, like the administrative, secretarial for their business, ITEX. But yeah, her name is Kimberly, and she's really sweet. But the next person that I met, he was born in France, and so he kind of was discussing like the difference of lifestyles and that sort of thing from having lived in France when he was younger versus living here now in the United States. He was discussing that in France, life is a lot more laid back, and it's not as like fast paced as here in the United States. And he felt like people were a lot less stressed, versus living here. He also said they had more time to do things that they love, whether it was just sitting around and not doing anything. And it seemed like that's what he really likes, just not having like a to-do list or a schedule where you could just relax in the comfort of your own home. But His name is Alex Baruch, and he is in the consulting business. So, yeah, that's his name right there. And I think what he does is he is in charge of marketing different businesses that hire him. You know, he helps spread the word of their business to other businesses and potentially new customers. But yeah, the real estate lady, Jamie, she was like, "Oh, can you tell me? So, can you tell me a little bit more about yourself?" And so I kind of told them, you know, a little bit about my business. I told them that in about 2 months, approximately, depending on when my business loan gets finished, I told them that I'm going to be introducing my mom's recipe that she created in 1993. I want to go around and pitch it to starting out the different bars here in Spokane. My first pitch is actually going to be at the Garland Pub. And the reason why I chose that place is Jason's mom, my boyfriend's mom, she knows the owners, and she actually brought it up, like, you know, you should have your lumpia at the bar at the Garland Pub. And I was like, oh, that didn't even really come across me, you know, like, my intention, I think, in the beginning was to just kind of go around and pitch it to the gas stations. I think that's really what I wanted to do first. In like the Asian markets, because I thought, oh, well, that's perfect. You know, I know the owners at the Asian markets and gas stations. You know, this lumpia is perfect food for the gas station. So I was like, well, most likely they will accept me to as part of their, you know, their clientele. Like, I think that they would agree that that would be a really good food to serve in a gas station, you know. But when Jason's mom told me, oh, you should have it at the bars, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is perfect. And then I was thinking, and then I was like, well, why don't we just go right across the street and pitch it to the Garland Theater, you know? That will be my second pitch, the Garland Theater and the bar that's inside the Garland Theater. But just like with anything in life, you know, when you are trying to make a decision or asking yourself, what should I do next? I don't know, I just really believe in like the universe guiding you, you know, guidance from the universe. And so I followed my intuition with Jason's mom and what she was telling me, and I was like, oh, this is perfect, you know. And so I didn't want to object to that, because usually when you're presented with a path, or a person comes in your life for a reason or a purpose, then based on your intuition, you should try and follow it, you know, because you just never know where it will lead you. And me following the path of Jason's mom, you know, her idea of pitching it at the Garland pub, I just thought was amazing, you know. So I personally didn't really know about, didn't really come across to me that that's where I should do it first. But yeah, I'm just, you know, really with my business, it's like I'm just really going with the flow of it all, you know, because I'm just learning this from the get-go, you know. But if you think about it, people that have ever been very successful in previous business owners, or, you know, just anything that you see that is being sold in a store, it originated from an idea, you know. And so being that you have that idea, you have to put it into action, you know. If that's what you want to pursue, you got to take action, you know. Otherwise, you'll never see it to fruition. You'll never see if that business idea can come true, you know what I mean, without effort and action. And so that's really what I'm trying to do with Map Lumpia. I'm just really trying to live out the destiny of what it can be in the future. I just have a really good feeling, and I think that it's in my cards to pursue opening up a business, you know. So I've just, within just like the last couple of years, I've just really believed that it was a part of my destiny. So I'm just really trying to live out the potential of what I was put here on this planet to do, basically. I think each of us has a purpose with our lives, and our job is to really find that purpose, you know. And I think in a lot of ways our purpose comes from what we're good at doing, you know, which comes from your hobbies, your talents. Those are the things that you're interested in. So the things that you're interested in are those things that you will continue to be curious about. So therefore, if you're curious about something, you'll never stop at getting more knowledge about it, you know. So yeah, Jamie, she wants me to she really wants to try the lumpia, and she was like flabbergasted, and she was just kind of questioning why I didn't bring the lumpia. And it was my first meeting, you know, and so she can understand why. And I told them all that, you know, I was actually thinking about bringing it, but that I will definitely bring some lumpia for them to try next meeting. So I'm really excited, and they're excited about trying it too. I'm excited to see their reaction of, see, that's the best part. When someone tries out my mom's recipe, the best part is just seeing the reaction from them, you know, of what they think of the lumpia. So I just can't wait to see their reaction. But yeah, I told her, you know, I'll bring some in next week, next business meeting. But yeah, I also gave them, I exchanged to them also my business card. And now, something that I kind of came across was maybe for older people, my business card, the print where it has my social media contacts and my email address. I'm wondering if it's too small, because Jamie, you know, she had to get her glasses in order to see them well. And maybe I should add my phone number too. But Sue, the lady that works at FedEx, I'm going to have to ask her if she could add that on for me. I'm pretty sure she can, based on the template, the previous template, which I had kept. She can line it up to where I'm pretty sure I can add my phone number and maybe make the font a little bigger, you know. At this point, though, the best thing to do would just be to add my phone number in. And you would just kind of add the phone number in like the area where there's no print already. So kind of like where it has, where my email address is, just above where my email address is. But other than that, you know, my business card I think is perfect, and that's what they were thinking too. So I do appreciate all the input that I get, you know, because it makes me a better business owner, and just taking into account people, you know, that have experience. You know, they know what they're talking about. They're not bullshitting you. So, and people that are previous customers or new customers, you always need to rely on your customers' feedback, because they are who will give you more insight into your business, you know, down the line as you progress with your business. They're going to give you the answers to what will make your business continue to grow and to succeed and flourish, you know. So yeah, you never want to like disregard customers' feedback or input, you know, because that's what will make your business last, because they're basically telling you what they want and what they need, and that's very important, because you're going to have repeat customers that way, and new customers based on their referral of their friends and family members. And if they like what they see, they most likely will talk about your business to other people in a good, positive way, you know, which is really good word of mouth for your business. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to, so the next following week, I'm going to be attending, the other meeting, the second meeting, and this time I'm going to bring, lumpia. I'm going to cook it here at home, and then I'll put it in a, like a Pyrex, and then I'll, take it to the meeting and let them try it, see what they think. And if it's okay with them, I just might have it on film too while they're eating the lumpia. Yeah, but I'll make sure that I ask for their permission, because I know some people don't like that, you know, they don't like to be on video, or for whatever reason, they just don't like it. But I'm also looking into, I had emailed the night market at Kendall Yards. I emailed them because they have the night market starting in May is when they start their night market. And I believe it's on Wednesdays from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. where you can go over there and as a registered vendor, I believe you're paying like $50 a month to have the advantage of presenting your product. In my case, it's a product. You know, Lumpia is a product. For other people, it may be a service like music. You know, they might do music or something. But I emailed them today to ask them if I could be a part of their program, and so I'll give you guys kind of an update as to how that goes, because it doesn't start till May, and that'll give me enough time to prepare myself, and by then, in about a month and a half to 2 months, I know that I will definitely be on my way to having had already purchased like a freezer that I could store in my house, as well as all the licenses and fees that I need to pay before I can start cooking in a commercial kitchen. And then some of the loan that I'll be getting, I'll use towards, you know, buying the ingredients, of course, to cook the lumpia. But also I need packaging. And I already have, like, what I want to use is, I want to use, like when I pitch it to the bars, I want to use, like, either, like, 1 gallon or 2 gallon Ziploc bags that are freezer safe. Put the lumpia in there, and then put, the logo sticker labels that Jason drew for me, and I had it printed last week. I'll put it like in the center of the packaging. So yeah. Okay. So some other things that I'm working on doing is they are due by the end of this month for January, and the end of the month is January 31st. They're due by 11:59 Eastern time. They're basically 2 separate applications, and I'm going to be starting to fill this out as early as Friday. I might do it tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm actually going to be working on my flipping stuff. I also flip stuff on eBay. I go around the different thrift shops, you know, such as Goodwill, UGM, Salvation Army. I also get stuff online on eBay and Amazon, and then I kind of pick and choose which I think would have the most value in reselling. So Jason and I have picked out a few items that we think would make like at least more than 3 times its purchase price. So yeah, I'll be starting to fill these 2 applications out as early as Friday, if not this weekend then. But one of them is called the NASDA Foundation. And what this is, it's a 2019 Women Farm to Food Business Competition. And I found out about this competition through my culinary teacher, Julie. She had posted about this on Facebook. And so I was like, this fits perfect with the criteria of me opening up a food business, you know. But they offer up to $20,000 if you're chosen. So I was like, oh my gosh, because since 2018, late 2017, I've been trying to figure out a way to get capital for Maplumpia. And so this is, I mean, I really hope that I get a chance with this, because this would be a really good way for me to launch my business with this much money, you know, $20,000. I mean, that is a lot of money. That's the grand prize winner, $20,000. There's going to be 2 runner-ups for $5,000 and 1 runner-up for another $5,000. And based on people's choice, which is based on the audience votes, there's going to be a prize of $10,000. So, I mean, if I win the grand prize, I would be very grateful and thankful for it. But even if I just win like $5,000, I would be so grateful for that, you know, because on my business loan, I'm only asking for $3,000. So if I get $5,000, that would be like a total of $8,000 to start out launching Maplumpia in like 2 months. So that would be tremendous, tremendous help. But the other program is called, I've known about this food incubator. I actually got to knowing about this through watching Gary Vaynerchuk. He puts out vlogs, you know, every week, and his show is called, my sister is watching me right now. But I actually known about the Chobani incubator through Gary Vaynerchuk. And, you know, he was introducing some incubators as far as like getting capital for your business. This one, the opportunity is being presented to you, and this is where you will be going to New York City, and you know, your room and board is paid for, and they have a large kitchen in New York City where the chosen incubatories, they will go there and they will cook their food, and then you get to be presented through, you know, all these different businesses. They'll present your food where you're getting a lot of publicity, you know. And if you're chosen, I believe they choose like anywhere from 5 to 10 businesses every quarter. Like right now, for this application, they're going to be starting the spring program. So yeah, this application will be due January 31st as well as the other one. So if there is any way I can get a chance, you know, for both, I would be so happy. So and I hope I explained that okay for you guys. You know, sometimes I kind of stumble on my words. Like, you know, I mean, I'm still trying to get used to being in front of the camera, so. But I think as I progress and do more live videos and just kind of teaching people what I learned, you know, from this journey of opening up a local business, I think I'll gain more confidence and be able to talk more confidently. But yeah, another thing I wanted to update you guys on, the different pitches that I go to every month, I'm hoping to have like a camera in front of the pitch, you know, the interview. Because I want to capture, I want to document and show people, you know, what it takes to basically, yes, it's live. My sister was asking if this is live. But yeah, having a camera in front during my pitches, I think, would be a good way to kind of show everyone, you know, what it's like when you're trying to open up your own business and you're trying to put it out in supermarkets, you know, such as my mom's recipe, the lumpia recipe. I think my end goal would be is to just really have it out in supermarkets, you know, like the health food stores. And the reason why I want it in the health food stores is because this is a lumpia that's made with organic ingredients. And so I have not came across any egg roll or lumpia that has organic ingredients. And so I think my mom's recipe just really stands out, you know, very unique. I know for a fact that everyone that has tried my mom's recipe has been very surprised how good it tastes, you know, because it's the reaction that you get when someone tries the lumpia. It's the reaction that they show you. You know, I mean, no one has ever told me that they did not like my mom's recipe. I think that right there is just basically proof how good it is, you know, how delicious and unique the ingredients that my mom chose to use when she created this recipe in 1993. The ingredients that she chose to use are just so unique, you know. It just really amazes me now looking back on it, and it's like I've eaten quite a bit of egg rolls, and I honestly, like 100% honestly, like the ingredients that my mom has chosen for this her lumpia recipe is very, very unique. And a lot of people don't come up with this combination, you know. And that's why I think if you give Map Lumpia a chance, you won't be let down. You definitely will not be let down. So basically, the Chobani Food Incubator, their mission is, I want to read it to you guys because I just think it makes a huge difference. They're huge, their motto is basically, the Chobani Incubator is a program for companies taking on broken food systems to bring better food to more people. In addition to investment, we give startups access to our network and expertise in order to scale up their operations and achieve significant growth. So they really believe in the power of healthy eating, and that, you know, Chobani is one of those companies that really has that reputation of using the highest quality ingredients, you know. They don't want to be regarded as using mediocre ingredients. No, because they're putting their reputation online with their brand. You know, Chobani is a really good company. I mean, haven't you guys had like Chobani yogurt before? And didn't you think it tasted really good, right? It's because they use really good ingredients. You know, they do a lot of research and they want to keep improving, you know, and so therefore this food incubator, they want to provide a program to where people that have these food ideas and want to open up their own business, they want to provide them an opportunity to do that, you know. Because the owner of Chobani, I mean, he's a multimillionaire. So he created this program because he saw the need that, you know, like when the different companies go out and pitch to, such as Shark Tank and stuff like that, the show Shark Tank. In a lot of ways, it's really kind of difficult to be funded by these sharks, you know. Sometimes you're not exactly what they're looking for, and so you have to have other outlets to be able to introduce your food company to, and Chobani is like, you know, another one of those outlets that believe in their the people that they help, you know, because they only choose people that they think will have a good potential and that they will have the backing of their mission statement, which is using good quality ingredients. My sister's asking me, what am I eating? Basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to post this video on my Instagram, and I'm going to include a recipe. That way, if you guys decide you want to try this out, you can, you know. It's kind of difficult to explain what it is, but I can tell you that it's really good. So, hi! I think Christine is her name. She's also watching me right now. Thanks for joining in my mukbang. But yeah, I'm kind of coming to the end of my mukbang. But I just really want to thank you guys for tuning in and joining me in my mukbang today. And Kristen in the house. But basically, I really would love to have you guys join me again next week. I'm going to be trying to do a mukbang here every week, and in that mukbang I will share with you the recipe of what I'm eating. So I will include that in the description box on my Instagram account. And if you guys are interested in the recipes that I'm eating in my mukbang, you can also join and subscribe to Map Lumpia on YouTube. That's my YouTube channel. And would really appreciate it if you guys can kind of share it with your friends. My son came downstairs. He was upstairs in his room, but I made him steak and rice. Oh, thank you so much. Do you have a YouTube channel by chance, Christine? Because, you know, like I always tell people, we can do like, we can help each other out, you know, like subscribe for subscribe. So if you have a YouTube channel, you can go ahead and comment down below, and I can subscribe to you also. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys for joining me in my mukbang today. And I'm going to give you some updates next week, okay? How my applications go and how that meeting goes, and let you know if they really like the lumpia, because I'll be bringing lumpia during the meeting and have them try it. So I have 3 seconds remaining. Thank you guys. Bye.